Minecraft servers are an extremely lucrative business, so what do you think would happen if everyone decided to run one? Well, you get extremely pay-to-win servers with 90% of their players AFK. Golf, Sky Amogus, Drink Bebsy with Dream, and what's this? Roblox but in Minecraft? Is this cookie clicker? All you do is left click this block. Welcome to the strange world of Minehut servers, where the barrier of entry for running a Minecraft server is lowered, leading to a diverse ecosystem of unique Minecraft servers and players you won't see anywhere else. But not all is as meets the eye. Are these servers worth it, or are they a deceptive scam designed to prey on unknowing users? Are servers deceiving players in an attempt to make as much money as possible? And why are all the top servers not even from Minehut? Well, let's explore. First, let's log into Minehut, and here's what's different. As you can see when I click the compass, instead of there being a large list of minigames and game modes, a selection of servers show up instead. You see, Minehut is a network of servers run by players. I'm sure you all know what Minecraft Realms are. Basically a Minecraft server provided to you by Microsoft that you can pay for monthly. You can also run your own server off your computer or rent a server from a third party on various Minecraft server hosting websites. Minehut is exactly that, a server host with a unique twist. Instead of players running their own independent servers and giving out the IP for players to connect to, on Minehut, players often find and connect to Minehut servers through their hub. That means that Minehut is basically like a big server browser or list of which anybody can make a server, which gives players who make servers here significant advantages in advertising and getting their server out there. Combined with the fact that Minehut servers are free at the lowest end, come pre-installed with server software such as Paper, have server templates to quickly make whatever you want, as well as a very easy to use online panel, at least compared to other server hosting, Minehut seems like a really good option for players who are less experienced or even have no experience in Minecraft server hosting. The entire Minehut network is overwhelmingly successful, comprised of thousands of player-run servers, regularly peaking at over 10,000 players online daily, often even as high as 15,000 on weekends, likely making it the second biggest server in the game behind Hypixel. But not everything is sunshine and rainbows. One odd thing about Minehut is the lack of information about the specific server hardware you can rent for your own servers. See, when you go to actually buy a server, the only info you are given is the max players and allocated RAM. I looked everywhere and couldn't find a single thing about it. In fact, the only mention of it I could find was an old forum post asking the same thing. This is an extremely important detail when it comes to running a server, and the fact that they seemingly leave it out is quite concerning. What we do know is that the best server has 10GB of RAM, costing you 8,800 credits per month, which is their currency, and of course, you can't buy that exact amount. Buying this server will cost you about $50 to $60 per month, which isn't the best deal. My own current dedicated server with an SMP and some minigames uses at minimum 100GB of RAM when online, meaning in order to run our server off a Minehut setup, it would cost us over $500 a month, which doesn't include other things like a database, which we have with our dedicated server. Minehut would cost us almost 2 to 3 times the amount we are paying, likely for significantly worse performance as well, as I guarantee you that they don't have top-of-the-line PC specs like dedicated hosts such as OVH do. You can upgrade your server once you have it though, and 32GB of RAM, a pro CPU, 40GB of space, and some extra safe backups will set you back about $100 a month. Still quite expensive for what it is. If you don't get the top plan, you'll have some other issues as well. For example, when paying for their second most expensive plan, which is about $15 to $20 a month, your server isn't online 24/7 and will shut down after a period of time if nobody is online. This is likely to save on resources, and I can understand doing this for the free servers, as other free Minecraft server hosting will do this as well, but if you are paying money for the server, that really shouldn't happen. Really shouldn't happen, just like all of you not being subscribed. Do me a favor and press that subscribe button for me. No pressure, of course. Let's explore some of the Minehut servers now, and that's strange. The first 4 survival servers all have the exact same number of players online. Okay, let's join and oh? This is Zeta MC, a survival server that's not even run using Minehut servers. In fact, majority of the servers here on the front page aren't even run on Minehut. We'll discuss this later, but these are what's known as external servers. Okay then, let's try a smaller server that doesn't sound familiar. Why not this one called Blizzstill? Looks like the usual Lifesteal SMP, although it's very quiet. Even though over 40 people are online, it seems like there's very little activity. Oh? What's this? The AFK pool where you can earn rewards. Interesting. Oh. So that's where all the players are. This is something you'll see often all across Minehut. Servers with AFK features or even game modes designed to be played while AFK, likely in an attempt to inflate player numbers and appear higher on the Minehut server browser so they can make more money. Normally servers would just bot their player counts, but since you can't do that here, this is their workaround. Did I mention that almost every server here is also pay to win? From crates to the ability to slash fly, Minehut servers are no strangers to the allures of cold hard cash. Now I don't need to go explore these SMPs further. Basically all the ones with players are the exact same lifesteal SMP copy and paste of one another, with the most popular ones being external servers, not even run using Minehut. They use the same plugins, have similar spawns, their chats and ranks look the same, it's just boring stuff. So let's check out something that's more unique to Minehut, or rather began on Minehut, and those are box servers. The best way to think of box servers are like a big kit PvP warzone where you jump down to PvP and can collect some resources. As you get resources, you get access to better gear, to which you can get more resources to get even more gear, and rinse and repeat forever. As you can imagine, these servers of course have crates and other pay to win features, and the classic AFK rooms to ensure they keep their player counts and server ranking high. Interestingly, I think the reason these servers are so popular on Minehut is because they are relatively inexpensive to run. Since all the online players are either in an AFK room or in a few specific pre-generated areas, you likely don't need as beefy of a setup as the average SMP with a lot of players would. It's quite interesting to see how the resource limitations imposed by Minehut have led to unique game modes developing, even if they are quite grindy and boring. I mean, who wants to play this? Just go play kit PvP instead. Why don't we check out Minehut's most popular category then, PvP servers, and oh boy, once again it just looks like the same set of lifesteal SMPs that aren't even hosted on Minehut, so never mind then. Let's look into Gen servers instead, which also seem to follow Minehut's AFK and grind game mode trends. Basically, Gen servers are servers where you get a plot or area of land and have certain item generators such as a bread generator and then storage units which accumulate the items from the generators over time. You can then sell the items to buy more generators and resources while also being able to level up your skills, get kits, crate keys and more. Once again, the server was very quiet for the amount of players it had online, likely because most players are AFK at their generators. Farming servers are also something unique to Minehut, and I kid you not, the most popular farming server was called Sky Amogus. Basically what you do is go along this area of increasingly more valuable resources, mine them, go back to spawn, trade for better gear, to mine better resources, so on and so forth. I am beginning to notice a trend here. It's once again a grindy game mode with crates and keys, but you know, at least the spawn look kind of cool. So it really seems like these grindy AFK game modes are dominating Minehut, so I'm going to look for something entirely different and venture into one of the least popular server categories, meme servers. I decided to join this small server with only 5 players online called Golf, and upon loading in, it actually made me download a custom resource pack. It was actually really cool. Basically, you can't move and have to try and throw an ender pearl into a golf hole on each course. The courses look nice and increased in difficulty over time, even containing their own paths and scores. It was a really unique idea and was very enjoyable. I think it was actually made by the Minehut staff team as well. I then joined this other small server called the 15 Second SMP, which looks like a semi-anarchy survival server, where every 15 seconds you get a random item in your inventory, which was quite creative. I was struck with curiosity by another smaller server called Drink Bebsi, where you're put into a small bedrock enclosed area and have to collect resources before PvP turns on. You have to drink Bebsi, otherwise you will die, and last person standing wins. It was very interesting to say the least, and really displays how Minehut has enabled players to do unique things besides what's just common and trending. There was a lot of cooler, smaller servers on Minehut, and once you look beyond the big ones who aren't even hosted there are a lot of hidden gems. And I think that's where the true beauty of Minehut really shines through. This is the big problem though. Minehut's core idea is cool, allowing anybody to run a server of which is very accessible and having the chance to be on the top of their server list, seen by tens of thousands of players daily. But when most of the top servers are servers not even run on Minehut, are pay to win, and encourage users to AFK so their player count is inflated, it kind of defeats that original purpose. What Minehut is being used as is a server advertising service, like a voting website, but in-game. I haven't mentioned it yet, but at the top of every server list is an entire row of ads, basically servers who have paid for their positions. The servers with more money and resources can pay for ads on Minehut and therefore get more players, and then the more players they have, the higher they are on Minehut server lists. The ads you pay for seem to function similar to the ads on the top of voting websites, where the more you pay, the higher you are and the longer you are on the list. It doesn't seem super expensive, but also probably isn't super cheap, especially because many of the servers on there are big servers with loads of money, who monopolize the best slots. Ads aren't entirely bad though. Obviously, Minehut needs money, it's very expensive to do what they do, and the ones you can do in the chat every so often as a donor can help smaller servers grow and get their name out there. But it ultimately seems like a situation where the rich get richer and the bigger non-Minehut servers reign supreme. This is kind of a shame because the idea behind Minehut I think is really distinct. The reason there are so many unique or interesting servers as well as game modes that grew out of Minehut is because Minehut substantially lowered the barrier of entry to a Minecraft server, giving smaller servers far greater ability to actually get players. Majority of these servers and game modes would not exist without Minehut, as running a server normally is quite challenging, time-consuming and expensive. So while Minehut may be comparatively more expensive compared with traditional dedicated servers, what you get is a pre-made server of sorts, and that's what the extra cost is for. So no, it's not a scam, it's just a system which is seemingly being abused by the bigger server owners who know they have more resources than most. Regardless, Minehut remains as one of the most interesting Minecraft ecosystems there is, with its own pros and cons. I hope you all enjoyed, be sure to subscribe, thank you all so much for watching.